We are already into the 2023 NBA playoffs right now, and all I gotta say is, oh my god, this year's playoffs has already shown us quite a little bit of everything, both good and some of the bad. We've seen blowouts, clutch performances, big time injuries, suspensions, comebacks, hell, fake comebacks as well, big time upsets. This year's playoffs are probably delivering a little bit of everything. When a team makes it this far for the first couple of rounds, it always tells you something. In this video, I'm going to shine a bright light on the biggest winners and the losers of the playoffs so far. But before we begin, it will really mean a lot to me if you take a quick second to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Help us reach 500 subscribers. We're going to be giving away a $100 Apple gift card to a random member of our community. All you have to do is subscribe and you're in. Now back to the video. The first winner is head coach Mike Brown. Gotta show this brother some love. Through the first couple of games in their series against the defending champs, the Sacramento Kings, they out-schemed, they outworked, out-executed, outplayed the Golden State Warriors, and they are very, very close to a potential first-round upset. Now let's be honest here, absolutely nobody saw this coming. A defense that stunk all year actually looked pretty good right now. Now, as the Kings, they brought a level of physicality and grit they never consistently showed during the season. They forced the Warriors to play ugly basketball. Steph Curry had to grind for each and every inch in space, and probably the most surprising thing of all, it was the Kings who sped up a veteran group. Now, if you remember, head coach Mike Brown was a 6-year assistant on Steve Kerr's staff. He is uniquely positioned to know exactly what bothers the Warriors the most, and his ability to get his team to play with force and focus in executing a picture-perfect game, that deserves major kudos to that brother, man. What head coach Mike Brown did in those first two games, whether you want to call it tactical or motivational, is darn near coaching genius. The unanimous coach of the year has these young Kings in a position to knock out the defending champs. One of the biggest losers is the Lakers guards. It has not been a good start to the playoffs for the Los Angeles Lakers guards. D'Angelo Russell has provided almost nothing. He's shooting under 36% and less than 29% from three-point, and it's getting harder and harder to hide my man on defense. And boy, let's not get started on Malik Beasley. He has somehow been worse. His outside shots, it's pretty valuable in theory, but some of those shots have to go down, and guess what? They're not. Through the first games 1 and 2, he went 1 for 5 from 3. The fact is, he's only shot 5 threes, and that's bad within itself. He has been so bad that even head coach Darvin Ham can't justify playing him more than 10 maybe 12 minutes per game. Beasley, he's getting burned on defense by almost everyone from Desmond Bane to Luke Kennard to even David Roddy. And Dennis Schroeder, he's kind of going through it himself. Now, he still brings some defensive activity, but his shooting is very bad, and he hasn't been able to generate nearly as much dribble penetration against the Memphis Grizzlies defense. Now, when you look at Troy Brown Jr., he's more of a wing on this team, but I'm looping him in here too. He's offered virtually nothing on offense and not enough on defense. To be real with you, D-Ham needs to stop using him and Beasley like immediately. Hopefully everyone, or at least someone, will start to play better. For anyone who doesn't, the timing isn't great. D'Lo, Schroeder, and Brown are all free agents this summer, and Beasley's team option suddenly no longer feels guaranteed to get exercised. Winner, Jamal Murray. He's officially back. This isn't just about his 40-point explosion in Game 2, though that's certainly part of the equation. It's about everything. Murray's shot making is once again big time. He's hitting 50% of his mid-range jumpers and drilling 42% from three-point this series. His chemistry with Nikola Jokic remains out of this world. His role as a playmaker is still pretty smooth. His passing off screens from inside the paint and on the run is quick and precise. His defense also is kind of getting the job done too. He has really made it real tough for Anthony Edwards and makes him feel uncomfortable from time to time as the primary or trapping defender. Real talk, with this version of Jamal Murray, the Nuggets are capable of beating anybody. Big loser, injuries and availability, man. We all know that injuries are a part of the NBA season. That includes the playoffs. Paul George has a sprained right knee. Now, after dominating the Suns in the first two games, now Kawhi Leonard has joined PG on the sidelines, also because of a sprained right knee. Ja Morant is dealing with a right hand issue that already forced him to miss time for the second straight playoffs. Giannis sat out against the Heat with a back contusion. Tyler Hero is done for the year, or at least until the NBA Finals, after getting surgery on his right hand. And poor Joel Embiid. His knee, it looks pretty shaky, And James Harden is battling Achilles issues. Once more, injuries, they just are unavoidable in the NBA. Stars are missing important games, it happens, but the number of big names currently on the sidelines, it just sucks, man. And last but not least, the winner, the Devin Booker and KD hookup. I mean, this shouldn't come as no surprise, as two great superstars in the league have meshed pretty well with such limited time together. But the chemistry between Devin Booker and KD has been one of the most significant storylines of the 2023 playoffs. Yes, the Phoenix Suns, they have depth issues. And yes, they're benefiting from the Clippers team that, after spending the whole season load managing stars to avoid exactly this situation, is dealing with injuries both to PG and Kawhi. But that doesn't take away from the pure dominance we've seen out of KD and Devin Booker, combining for 61 points in Game 3, all on collectively shooting 50% from the field and 60% from deep. And good luck to the Clippers and the Nuggets in the next round, because they already know that if you avert attention from Devin Booker, you're only going to get KD cooking. And that's all, folks. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave your comments below. Peace.